Get ready to do some puzzles and realize how much of an idiot you are when the solution to said puzzle was simple. Hello, Pat Curley here from the Republic of Players, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Sojourn, a first-person puzzle game that really focuses on the puzzle aspect. So without further ado, let's dig into it and see if the Sojourn is worth buying. The story of the Sojourn is one that is told through visuals alone. At points you will come across statues throughout your playtime, and while some are straightforward to understand, there is always a sense that there is more to them than meets the eye. I believe each person can have a different perspective of what is being shown, whether it be the imagery of most statues being blindfolded, to the glow of purple from those that can be perceived as authority figures. I really love this way of storytelling. It may not be to everyone's taste, but the idea of leaving a story up to the player's interpretation on what is truly happening feeds the thoughts and makes you think, which works extra well considering the game is also about solving puzzles. Now, the main chunk of this game, and most likely the reason people will want to play it, will be down to its puzzles. And by God did Shifting Tides deliver. Now, I wouldn't consider myself a connoisseur of the puzzle genre, though from games I've played over the last few years that call themselves puzzle games, they left much to be desired. Sojourn blew me away with how damn complex some puzzles can get, and at other stages it left me feeling like a pure gobini at how simple some of the solutions were. Like, I knew I was tick, but sometimes I felt I would have better success starting a conversation with a wall.
How you doing, Wall?
What's the crack? Ooh, touch me lower.
The mechanics in this game are phenomenal, starting you off simple with pads on the ground that allow you to enter the dark world for a short period of time, that creates new paths and allows you to swap your location with statues. By the end they are throwing everything at you, with mirrors that create beams of light for you to enter the dark world, or larger gates that once you pass keep you in the dark world consistently until you go through another gate. All these puzzle mechanics come together to make a wholeheartedly satisfying experience that can border on the side of driving you near insanity as you figure out how some puzzles are done. And having completed all puzzles, I can safely say that the developers are evil with a capital E. Evil! Some puzzles have little extra puzzles added onto them that allow you to collect merit, which are scrolls that have words of wisdom on them that continue with the idea of creating thought-provoking ideas in one's head. The sheer volume of puzzles in this game is also to be applauded. There were times when I thought I was getting near the end, only to be pleasantly surprised to find more puzzles just waiting to be solved. One thing I honestly appreciated was whenever a new element to the puzzles was introduced, the first few puzzles with it would be simple in order to get the hang of them. The game is incredibly fair with how it presents its challenges. Nothing is ever unfair. It simply takes time and maybe taking a step back to really look at a puzzle in order to figure out how to get around them and completing the stage. And when they bring all the elements together, it creates some of the best puzzles in gaming I've ever seen. Everything works together impeccably well and creates an engaging system that makes you want to solve every puzzle you come across. The game looks gorgeous. The colours are vibrant and pop, and the areas where the puzzles take place are just lovely to simply observe and appreciate. The way pathways form or maps come into existence is one of the coolest things to watch unfold, and the way the landscape can ripple in the dark world is just wonderful to behold, and I adore the cubistic art style of the statues that tell the story. The game is just super appealing to look at, and at points I was gobsmacked by how amazingly it could present its visuals. The music is another strong point. It is soothing and just seems to be like a whisper in the background. When I got really frustrated with puzzles, it kinda got on my nerves. The soft melody seemed to be mocking me at the fact that I was losing my composure over a puzzle I couldn't solve. Overall, the Sojourn is easily one of the best games I have played this whole year. The game sets out to create a thought-provoking experience with some of the best puzzle design I have seen in gaming within my lifetime. The art style is just truly something to behold, and accompanied by its soothing music is an experience in and of itself. The story itself is probably its weakest part, but it is engaging if you ponder on what it is trying to tell you beyond its main story. It would be a great game to discuss with others who have played to see how varying one perceives it. I wholeheartedly recommend you go out and buy this game, even if you are unsure on puzzle games as a whole, as this is truly worth your time. The Sojourn is a must-buy game. A special thanks to Evolve, Iceberg Games and Shifting Tides for sending out a review copy. Yous guys are sound. Also, be sure to subscribe, like, comment and all that jazz. We have a bunch of content from podcasts, first looks, reviews and loads of new content on the way as well. We have a lovely little community on Facebook where we come together to discuss all things gaming, and we are on most social media outlets which you can find links to in the doobly-doop below. Now that I finished begging, all I can say is have a smashing good day, and until next time, have a good one.